What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlayboyGamer.com, and in the last Dynasty video, we took on Utah State and had no real issues there. Ended up winning by 31. Just a good, clean business trip for us, and that finished up our conference season. And we're going to talk more about the standings here in a little bit, but today we're going to take on Nebraska. We're going to head to Lincoln. Should be a lot of fun. Now, talent-wise, they're not too far ahead of us. They're A- and we're B+. But you could tell by their stats they are having an amazing season. But you look at their weakness is their pass defense. And what's our biggest strength? Our pass offense. So hopefully we can really put a number on them today through the air. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, but we've got a bunch of other stuff to look at. Now, in the previous video, I've done a bunch of edits and stuff. During the game, I threw in a halftime show, other things like that. I'm going to change it up this time, and we'll just see how that goes. What I want to do is, we're going to play Nebraska today, but you notice we had a bye week. What we can do is I can go through the top 25 and the conference scores via this way. So what we can do is go to week 12, and we can look at what happened during the bye week. This is going to be a much quicker way for me to go through some of these. Now, I am not going to post highlights of a game. I just haven't had time to do that. It's just been a real hectic last few days for me. But we can go through the top 25. Looks like Florida beat Vanderbilt. Colorado State had a bounce-back win. Miami won. NC State looks to win. Purdue. Then you got Maryland won. Florida State won. Texas Tech won. Nebraska took care of business there. This looks like a wild game. USC and Stanford. USC ended up winning 37-34. Arizona State took care of business. Texas won. This looked like a really good game, too. Mississippi State beat Alabama, top 25 matchup. Cal beat Oregon by 1 point. That must have been a game and a half. Looking at Kansas State, Colorado. Kansas State won there. Michigan looks like they won. Auburn got that win. Arizona. And this was an interesting matchup here. Looks like Illinois beat Ohio State. And Iowa wrapped up the top 25, and they took care of business against Northwestern. Now, we can go to the conference, and only a few games were played. Nevada beat Utah State. San Jose State took on New Mexico State, won there. And then Idaho beat Boise State, which is actually quite interesting for us, as we're going to check the standings here in a little bit. Now, this week, what I'm going to do is we're going to go through all of this at the end of the video. I'm not going to do a halftime show. I am going to do a weekly wrap-up. It's going to be the same thing, but we're just going to throw it at the end of the video. It's just a little bit easier for me to do that. So that's what we're going to cover at the end of this video. Now, let's go to in-season recruiting. There's nothing to see here. We have wrapped that up. We got 3 guys in the fold. We are good to go, and we're ready to go into the off-season. Sports Illustrated, let's check out some things here. The first thing I want to do is bowl rankings. This still kind of matters to us, I guess. I mean, I know we're out of it, but we're ninth, and we still got 2 big games left to play, so we can go up this list pretty quickly. Let's go to Heisman Watch. And I guess that last game plus a bye week did not help things. Marcus Spanson, as we saw in the highlight reel in the previous video, he is just probably the best running back in the country, just really doing damage, and he's number 1 on the list. Gronky went down, Grant went down, and Washington went out altogether. But again, we had a bye week. That did not help things. But we still got 2 full games left, so there's a lot of left games to be played. Heisman finalists. We can check out a few spots here. Gronky and Gronky just made the Maxwell. So again, bye weeks do not help things. Hopefully he can just stay in there, and you can still sneak into the top 3 on some of these if you play well enough, even if you were initially out of the top 3 once they hit the finalist spot. Gronky's in the best quarterback. Wide receiver, that's good. Grant and Washington are still right there. The only other one we've been looking at, Thorpe. Oh, look at this. Jason Adams is a finalist for the Thorpe Award. I was not expecting this. 23 tackles, 3 interceptions, a forced fumble, touchdown. That's pretty cool. Good for him. He's had a couple of really good games as of late. Returner, Washington, he is in there in the finals. And then Coach of the Year, we did make the final 3. Just keep winning, and who knows what can happen with that. Bowl projections, this should be interesting. Now, they still may have us. They got us going to the Computers Bowl because we have won the WAC. And again, we'll look at the standings here in a little bit. up against North Carolina, but that can change. Conference standings, let's go and talk about that right now. So we have won the conference championship. We finished our last conference game in the previous video against Utah State, and we had the tiebreaker over Boise State. Now, Boise State just got beat in the bye week, so we are unanimously the conference champion, which is good. That was our goal, and that gives us a nice little boost, hopefully heading into the Pac-10 next season. So good to see that, but what we do want to talk about is we'll go to the Pac-10. Let's talk about Washington State. There you go. They're still losing ball games. We should have a very good chance to get to the Pac-10 because all they keep doing is losing, and they're already at a 2-star status. So we can go back to the WAC, look at our team screen. Oliver, that was a big hit for us going down. He's out to at least the bowl game. He should be back for the bowl game. We got one corner that's going to be out for at least this week, then he should be back. But look at Gronky stats, doing great there. Grant and Washington, they're kind of going back and forth at that spot. And LaFew, Ingram, then now Adams is tied with Murphy for the most interceptions on the team. And we can check out Nebraska. They are still in the Big 12. Big 12 North, if I'm not mistaken. And there they are. It looks like they got a tackle out. Don't know if he's a starter or not. We'll find out here in a minute. Beck having a great season at quarterback. Looks like they got a running back, Marlon Lucky. I remember him playing. He's having over 100 yards rushing a game. Looks like they got a decent receiver and a bunch of other guys. And Dominic Sue right there is leading in sacks at defensive tackle. Of course, we'll check out their team once we get to the game. Other than that, let's go. I think we're good. Like I said, what I plan on doing is doing the halftime show, switching that, moving it to the weekly wrap-up show at the end. It's just going to be easier for me. And what I'm also not going to do, I've done it like this. What I'm also not going to do is I am not going to trim off much of anything. I'm going to use chapters instead. Again, I'm going to put all this in a comment. I'm going to pin it to this video so everybody can kind of, for those of you who doesn't watch a lot of the beginning stuff, I'll put in the comment section some of the changes I'm going to do for this video. Just a little bit different from the previous. I'm still trying to work out some things. On top of it, again, I just had very hectic last few days. Okay, this one should be interesting. Nebraska runs a West Coast offense, 4-3 defense. Awesome looking stadium. You can't beat that. Just a really cool atmosphere. Look at the wind. The wind's going to be crazy. That's not going to help us a whole lot. So we'll see how well we can pass the ball with that wind. Great looking uniforms. Classic. It's been a while since I played Nebraska. They are going to highlight Marlon Lucky. I'm guessing he's an impact player. And I fully expect them to pick Nebraska to win this game. And they are. So let's get right to the coin toss. Do that. Let's go. I want the ball in the second half. The wind is going north and south. So keep that in mind when we kick the ball, I guess. Let's go and look at Nebraska's team. Quarterback, 94 overall. Impact player. Hopefully that means they're going to throw quite a bit. Again, they run a West Coast offense, but he can't run the ball much, so we're going to try to blitz him some today. But, of course, they got arguably the most talented running back in the country at 99 overall. Maybe that means he's going to run the ball the entire time. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'm prepared for them to run the ball more just because he is more talented than the quarterback. So that's about as good as a backfield as you'll see in this season. Look at this, fullback, 94. I mean, gee whiz, what do you do? Yeah, that's just as good as a backfield as I've ever seen for one team. Look at the receivers, really talented. A bunch of guys in the 80s. Tight end, two guys that are 78. They even have a left tackle there, but he's more of a blocker than anything else. Look at their offensive line. Look at this, 96, 96, 76, 88, and 78. This guy is out, but that is an upgrade for them. So that's just a very strong offensive line. Like I said, they run a 4-3. I'm pretty sure they run a 4-3. Now, this guy's humongous. 6'7", 281, 94 overall. 76 on the other end. He's a true freshman. Then you got Ndamukong Suh. He's a redshirt junior in this one, but he's a 94 overall. So their front four is just killer. 89, 80. Look at their linebackers, 82. Look at, they got a 98 overall middle linebacker. 82 there. 84 right outside linebacker, but they just got a ton of middle linebackers to cover that spot. Either way, their front seven looks nasty. Corners, a bit of a drop-off here. Maybe we could take advantage of this kid right here. He's kind of fast at 90, but he's just talent, just not where it needs to be. Free safety, 84 with 85 speed. Strong safety, 84 with 80 speed. So their secondary is their weakness on defense. Hopefully we can exploit that today. They got an amazing kicker, 92 overall, and they got just an okay punter at 82. And looks like they got Marlon Lucky doing that. Now, I did make the change. People have been asking me about this, but I did make the change. I'm putting Jackson back at kickoff starter just because he's got a stronger leg. We got a better chance of getting touchbacks. Okay, let's get this show on the road. I have no expectations here. This is the most talented team we will face all season. But maybe we can play clean ball. Yeah, that's going to be an easy touchback. I'm going to go cover 2 high man. I'm just expecting them to run. We got to shut down their halfback as best we can. Pick up about 4 yards there. They're going 3. We can go nickel, 2 high man. I'll stay in 2 high man a lot on first and second down. I think I'll just leave that as is. They may run to the left here. Good stop right there. Good deal. So it's what, 3rd and 4? 3rd and 4. Let's take a chance to go cloud. I'm going to guess they're going to pass the ball. But they may run it. Great play. Huge. Big play right there. Good stop. So we're going to get the ball. They're going to have to punt it. Let's get on offense, and maybe we could take advantage of gaining 1 possession here. No, I should have fair caught that, but that's okay. We are on the right hash. I don't have to make any crazy adjustments, so let's go the crow read. We're going zone. We'll go to Washington out of the gate. I may run some clock today to maybe my best interest. Not a very good throw. He had to come back for it. 2nd and 10. We can go triangle. They're going man and they're blitzing everybody. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to do something like this. Hope for the best, or I'm going to try to go to Grant. Can he get there? Huge. Great play to Grant. Good throw. Right in stride. We are on the 10-yard line. What I would like to do, 10 yards should be okay for this. Let's go halfback out. We're going zone dime. I think I may want to run the ball. Let's try that. They did call the right play, didn't I? Done something like that. I'm going to take a chance to go to the left. Just nowhere to go. Good defense. We can go. Let's try corners. We're going man dime. I would love... We're going to stick with this because we got a chance to get some good yardage in the passing game right here. Terrible throw. Dang it. Just a bad throw by Gronke. On the 6. 3rd and 6. Oh, I think we could be safe calling curl read. We're going man. They're going nickel. We're going to go to Davis. Let's see if we can get this play off. Touchdown. Good play, good drive. That's a good way to start the game. We got a stop on defense. We went right down the field and was able to score a touchdown. So that's as good as a start as you can ask for. Just a great play to Davis. I waited a little bit. It scared me that that safety was sitting there. That's why I waited a little bit for Davis to kind of make his route a little bit longer before I threw it. And we'll kick an extra point. Let's get back on defense. Just do the same thing. We're going to kick to our left, get away from that impact guy. And this, as long as I don't kick it dumb, we should kick this in the end zone because of the wind. Yeah, the wind should carry that one. I'm going to go back to man, too high. We'll just do, we're going to leave it as is. They will probably run to the right just because we're lucky as that. Ah, dang it. Ow, ow, ow. I think that a lot of that was my fault. I should have let the AI handle that one. My bad, my bad. I'm going to do quarters out of nickel. I'm going to say they're going to pass again. Maybe I can bait him into an interception. We'll do something like this. Oh, you got to make that interception. So I guess correctly. He just didn't catch it. Let's go back to some defense. Ah, good stop, Al. I thought I whiffed it. So what is it? 3rd and 9. Man, if we could get a stop right here, that'd be killer. We're going to try. Looks like they're going ace bunch. Thankfully, their strength is on the left side. I can use Ingram. Oh, make a play, somebody. I'm going to let them handle it. Good, just overthrew it. Good defense. We're going to go all-out block. Just everybody get out of the way so nothing goofy happens on the back end. That ball's still bouncing back there. I don't know if anybody can see that or not. I guess the bag judge forgot to... Oh, there it went. Ooh, that could have been blocked. I need to work on that more. Don't hit me. My own player about hit me. So we're on the left hash. Let's go curls. Zone dime. I think I may just run the ball. Let's run to the left. Ah, good defense. Left guard got pushed. We can go back to our original play of curls. Zone nickel. We can make a couple adjustments here. I'm not too worried about the clock per se. I want to get in a rhythm, and the best way to do that is just call your plays and such. Good defense. That guy was sitting there waiting on it. So it is what? 3rd and 5. Can we? I don't know if we... I'm going to try a tight end delay and are going zone dime. I probably could have called something different. Just a freak accident play. Dang it. He's wrong, wearing the wrong number. It got tipped. I threw it as light as I could. Oh, just nothing you could do about that. Defensive lineman tipped it. Go back and look at that. I threw it as light as I could. Look how open Grant was going to be, but he got stuck on the defender. It messed me up. Because there's a huge hole right here. I was going to go to him. But he got stuck. He got stuck. He got stuck. That still shouldn't have mattered. Because for whatever reason, I didn't throw it light enough. I thought I barely tapped the ball. But either way, just a good play by Nebraska's defense. Just, it's a freak play. Well, that's not what we wanted. So we pretty much, they scored on their last drive. That's the way we can look at it. So I'm not too upset on that play. Stuff like that happens. And he whiffed on that one big time. How in the world did he miss that? Man. That's about as bad as an extra point as I've ever seen. Did the wind just mess him up there? That's so odd. Let's see if Murphy could do something. Nope. Good play by that defender. We can go and pick halfback angle. Haven't called that yet. They're going zone 4-3. We'll go to somebody here. Let's see.
Number 9 comes to the line with 3 wide. He drops back. He's looking. He'll dump this one off.
Just go to Davis. Not a whole lot there.
That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
We can run the left hash steal. We can go back to curls. We're going man nickel this time.
29-yard line.
We could do something like this, perhaps.
Back to pass.
Wide open for Larson.
And it's caught.
We'll probably just do a stiff arm there, keep it safe.
Way to look it in.
It's a good play there. 1st and 10.
Hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
Let's go tight end streaks. They're going zone.
Ball on their own 44.
Nothing crazy for me to do here, so we're just going to go.
They'll throw on first down. Throw short.
Just overshot it again. Huh, that's interesting.
But he couldn't hit him. When he misses, it's usually high. And that's something
I don't know. He just overshot it. Sometimes he can make the throw, sometimes he can't. So they're going zone here.
on the 44-yard line. Number 9.
That's a interesting shift.
He'll dump this one off.
There we go. Good job. That's why you want to see that flat route work with a play like that. That's 1st and 10. Let's break things up a little bit, and let's go 5 wide.
For him to find his target.
Zone 9.
It'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
Probably do something like this.
Has all their DBs in for this 5 wide set. Looks.
There we go. See, that's a perfect throw right there. Sometimes he makes it, that throw, sometimes he doesn't. Says 2nd and 3.
The ball in small portions
Trying to think what we haven't called in a while. Let's go back to halfback out.
for the big play.
Zone nickel.
This is the 6th play of the
We'll probably keep this one simple and just go to Larson and pick up the first.
Hawaii. Comes out in the shotgun. He drops back. Looking. Throws it to the
Good throw. Get the first there.
nice heads-up play by the quarterback. Yep. They're moving a change.
We are still on the right hash. We can go back to triangle. Zone nickel.
The 7th play of this drive.
The clock is running. We're going
9 with 4 wide receivers.
to... let's just wait. I'm going to wait. Let's just go to the second quarter. We may have them call man on this one.
The first quarter with the score. Hawaii
So let's select triangle again.
6.
They decide to go back to the exact same setup. Zone nickel, which is fine.
Ace backfield. Back to pass.
Nothing there.
He's looking. Throws it.
Good.
It's dropped. A hard
They're a little behind them that time.
he possibly could have
So it's 2nd and 10. I want to try.
that way. Your receivers still can make the
Let's go back to streaks.
step away from the big.
They're going man here.
Absolutely right. Great ones will catch anything.
I'm going to leave that as is.
I wouldn't try anything tricky on defense. This quarterback's looking to make a
Bring in everybody.
drops back.
I couldn't get off in time. Ooh, very fortunate that wasn't intercepted. Somebody came through. I think they blitzed. Yeah, good blitz by the linebacker. Just didn't have a whole lot. I should have threw it right there, and I didn't. That's half my fault. So it's 3rd and 10. We can... I'll try not to turn the ball over here. They're going man.
This is the 9th play.
Now, the wind is going to be against me on this play.
The Warriors set up in the gun. He drops back. Looks.
They're going cover 0. Oh, we'll take it. That's fine. Yeah. I was not expecting them to go cover 0 on a 3rd and 10, but that's what they did. So I just went to one of the go routes. I just had in my mind to go to Davis, and thankfully that corner just goofed that one up big time. He didn't have a clue what was happening there. I told you their weakness on defense is their corners, and that showed. Their best corners are, what, an 86 overall, which is pretty good, but it's a big drop-off after that. I probably could have went to Rackley, but one thing to think about is, I guess the reason why I went over here is because he's got more room to play with. I mean, look at all this room. Compared to going over the Rackley, it may be a bad throw, and he'll be hugging the sideline. Otherwise, I suggest you go to your best matchup. But field is always in your favor in that situation.
Remaining in the second quarter. The score, Hawaii 14,
We're up 8. I am perfectly happy with that. So let's kick this thing back off. Now this is going to be a short kick. We'll just try to kick it as hard as we can, but he's going to return it because of the wind. It's a good stop. Back to defense we go. We're going 4 wide. I would prefer, let's just do quarters. I just have it in my mind to think that they're going to throw the ball. So let's just expect that and see what happens. They may run right up the gut. Nope, they're going to throw. Good throw right there. Pick up 7. Picked up 8. They're going with the bigger set, but we'll stay with 4-3 too high man. Let's do that. Can't get around the guy. That's a good stop, but they got the first. I thought I had a chance to maybe get a sack there. Let's go cover 2 high man out of nickel. Let's do this. I can see a run coming here. Nope, they're going to play action. I couldn't get to it. I should have went to the outside. That's a good man beater right there. That's one of the reasons I'm normally not a huge fan of man, but that's the chance you take if you expect them to maybe run the ball, I guess. Let's do something like this. Got a lot of action on my side of the field. I just couldn't get around the guy. He's going to get up 6 yards there. 7 yards. I'm expecting a run, so we'll stay in man. I just got to contain the edge here. Thank the Lord he dropped it. I don't know if it was a perfect throw. We can go back and check. Nope, hit him off the elbow, so it wasn't the best throw. That's kind of on the receiver, too. I'm going to stay in 2 high man. If I was them, I would just hand the ball off in this situation. So that's what we can do. Let's try to stop the run. Good job, Al. Good containment all around. So where are they? They're going to go for it. They're going 4 wide. Man, I don't know what they're going to call here. We'll just go cloud. I'm going to just assume they are going to... I didn't mean to do that. I assume they're going to throw it, but they may just run right to their running back here. Going to throw. He went to the good job by the quarterback there. Thank the Lord the wind took it. That's a huge play right there. So what are we? We're on the right hash. Am I correct? We are on the right hash. Let's go. Let's do a screen. We're going zone dime. I'm actually going to leave it as is because this is decent against zone. Get a few yards with Grant, not a whole lot. 2nd and 6. We can go back to streaks. Zone 4-3. We got plenty of time in the quarter. Not a huge rush. Just overthrew it again. Overthrew it. So it's 3rd and 6. Oh, man. Can we get... We'll try a deep attack. We're going man. That's going to be close. I don't know. Or they could go cover 0 again. Oh, my gosh. 6 points. We'll take it. That's fine. Oh, wow. They went cover 0 again on a 3rd down. So this time I decided to go to Rackley, and I had to take him over because the corner, again, he's awful. That corner's, what, 70 overall? I mean, he's not very good. I can go back and look at it. I should have been going after him the entire time. 74. Yeah, he's just not very good. Okay, well, this is how you play some ball, I guess. But again, those 2 corners did not do a good job on either one of those plays. Let's get back on defense. I mean, honestly, we could have... The only touchdown they have is off a goofy play. So I feel like we're playing just a whole lot better than they are. This is going to be an easy return for them. Good stop, though. Now, that may be coming back. I think Grant made the stop. He does everything. Clipping. That's coming back. On the 14. They're going with 2 wide. I'm going to go back to our man base defense. I feel more comfortable controlling Higgins against the run. But when I try to stop the pass, I much prefer controlling the other side. I know that doesn't make a lick of sense, but that's just kind of how I feel. For whatever reason, maybe it's just me being used to controlling that linebacker on that side whenever I go with quarters. That's a good run by them. Just can't get to the guy. Bad throw there. Their quarterback's not off to a great start. You just never know what you're going to see with some of these quarterbacks. A little hesitant making a play right there. Very fortunate I was able to get off the tackle to make a play. So it's 3rd and 4. Man. These little 3rd and 4s, it gets interesting. I'm going to assume they're going to throw. Let's do something like this. They may run it. They're going to run clock, so they are going to throw. Get him, get him, get him. Oh, wow, he still didn't get the first. 4th and 1. Let's call a timeout. Wow, that's a big play right there. That's number 3. Let's go. Let's do double cross. Let's see if we can get a decent return. I may have a chance for a play. Good block there, but good pursuit by that guy. 1:31. What can I do with 1:31? Let me think. Let's go. Let's start off with tight end delay. They're going man. I think I'm going to do something like this. 4-3. Let's do this. Oh, wow. They're just bringing everybody again. Now, this is going to be short. Oh, yeah. Much better play by the corner. You notice the wind brought it back a little bit. That's a big play for them. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Yeah, the wind brought it back just enough. They're doing... I'm assuming they're going to throw here. So let's go quarters. I hope they throw. Their quarterback's off to a really bad start. Run. Oh my gosh. Should have been intercepted. Read that one like a book. Let's go. Oh man. They're running. Let's do a zone blitz. I'm going to take a chance here. I hope they go play action again. Let's see if I can get to the guy. That's what we want to see right there. So it's 3rd and forever. I'm going to let that clock roll. I'm not too worried about getting the ball back quickly. That's not that big of a deal for me right now. We can get a stop here. Maybe I can call a timeout. So they're going to take up these 17 seconds. But again, I'm okay with it. I'm just thrilled to be up 15 over the number 3 team in the country heading into half. So they will run the ball here, I would imagine. That's why I went cover 2 man. Went fullback dive. Wasn't expecting that play there. So let's call a timeout. That gives us 1 left. Maybe we can get something this 46 seconds. We could do a double cross. 46 seconds. We could try something pretty big, like a rollout. We may get lucky and this punter may just shank it to the left. I'm going to fair catch that one right in the middle of the field. So let's take advantage of that. Let's try deep cross up. Zone 9. Let's see if we can exploit that strong safety with his... I think he's got like 80 speed. Yeah, we got time to throw.
Rolls right. Throws this one out to the right.
Big play right there. Get out of bounds. Don't have to waste a timeout.
Long-awaited moment.
Look at that. He broke Timmy Chang's record. Wow, Gronky, I think he has all the records now. All the passing records. Maybe except for touchdown passes. I'm not quite sure. 35 seconds. Oh, what do we call here? I'm going to go tight end streaks. They're going man.
Ball on the 39.
Now, who's on who here, I wonder? We're going to go to Rackley,
Come out in a two tight end set.
or we're going to go to Washington. We're going to cover one.
Throws to
And a drop.
and he can't hang on to it. Dropped by the wideout.
We can try... Let's try corner strike.
So it's second
Zone dime.
39-yard line.
This is one of my old run and shoot.
The Warriors come out in the shoot.
Offensive line needs to be like spot on this play.
He tosses it short. The true freshman.
Just a bad play.
And they push him out.
Out of bounds on the 3rd and 13. My right tackle got beat badly on that play, so I didn't have much time for anything. They're going man. Are they going to go cover 0 again? Surely they're not going to. If they go cover 2, I'll try to go to Grant.
Warriors with 4 receivers.
Oh my gosh, they done it again.
He unloads it.
I just couldn't get around the guy. The wind brought it back again, so it's... I'm going to punt it. Let's just punt it. That way they'll just take a knee and we'll go to half. Because if I try to go for it here and I miss it, then they got a couple seconds left and they're close to midfield. The wind is doing that, so let's do something like this.
He punts it
That's a good punt.
in the air. Dixon.
He's going to fair catch that.
He hauls it in. And
And they should take a knee here or just run the ball.
the action is the offense
We'll go cover 2 man.
for their next possession. They'll take over at the 16-yard line. Beck is in the zone and looking to make a play. Up the middle.
Good stop out. Good play.
Brings him down.
And that should be the end of the first half. Great. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better. It was almost a perfect half if it weren't for the bad play on that second drive for them to get a pick 6. The tip 6 is what I like to call it.
And that'll do it for the first half of play.
We can check out some stats. Now, again, I am not doing a halftime show. I'm going to move that to the end. We're going to do a weekly wrap-up show. But for now, we're just going to look at the first half stats. I mean, passing game is going great. We're not running the ball much, but they're not giving us a whole lot of chances to do it either. But our offense is doing just fine, for sure. If you got 233 yards in one half, you're doing something correctly, I should say. But we got 2 turnovers. What was the other turnover? Yeah, that was the other interception. So to be up on them by 15 points, but we're down 2 turnovers, I would have told you that we was just getting beat badly. 15 to 23 of 23. Just a great game for Gronky. I know the 2 interceptions, those just good plays, and the wind is kind of affecting those. Receiving, everybody and their brothers getting to touch the ball a little bit. Davis has got a couple touchdowns. Rackley. But look at the yardage. 50, 58, 38, 65, 21. So pretty balanced in terms of the main 5 guys who catch the ball through the air. All right, let's get right to the third quarter.
Nebraska to kick this one off. Kicks it off.
The wind is doing that. Okay, I guess we'll return it.
Pass it at the 5.
Just go to the middle of the field.
Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive.
We'll go deep cross up.
They'll start
Again, let's see. It worked really well the last time. Not a big fan of that shift.
They'll throw on
Looks like we got some time to throw, though.
right.
Ooh, almost. Oh, it almost got caught. That's a good play by the defender, though. I threw it a tad bit too hard.
Second and 10.
Hmm.
The Warriors line up with 4 wideouts.
I think they are going to go cover 0 here.
Back to pass. He's looking.
Nope.
He rolls.
Well, kind of, sort of. Huge play to Davis. It looked like they was going cover 1. That safety kind of stood there. We may get a decent replay right here.
What I like is the faith this quarterback has in his receiver.
And it's not going to be a very good replay. I probably should have let that one go. But let's... You notice this safety right here. I thought they was going cover 0, but he just kind of stood there. I just didn't know what he was doing, but he kept creeping over to that side, so it just made sense to go over here to Davis. So that's a huge play right there. Let's go... we'll just go back to curls. Man nickel. I love this setup right here. They go cover 0. We're going to try to go to Grant.
Number 9 with 4 wide receivers. They'll throw on first down.
We're going to have to go to Larson. Good catch by Larson. Get the first down, too.
Way to look it in.
So that's what? A first and 10?
Played some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
Let me think here. Let's go. We can keep it simple. Just stick with our base stuff. That's what's working. They're going man dime here. I may leave this as is.
The defense lines up with 60.
We can try, see if Grant can get. I don't know if that may be too much. No, we're going to go cover 1 anyway, so it's not going to matter. Ooh, very fortunate that wasn't picked off, but just a drop by Davis. It was a good throw. It's right where it needed to be. He just dropped it. Thank the Lord it didn't get picked right there.
You bet he will.
2nd and 10. Let's go triangle.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Zone nickel.
This is the 5th play of the
I guess we're going to throw this one. Probably we'll go to Grant.
looking. Throws it to the
Good throw.
and it's
But we didn't get the first, but that's okay. So we're going to go to halfback out on a 3rd and 5.
Now, this quarterback has had a solid game. He's done
They're going zone dime. Oh, man, I almost feel like I want to run it here. But we're going to leave it as is.
lines up in a shotgun set. He drops back. He's looking. With the throw.
Ah, overthrew it again.
The quarterback saw the blitz and let it
We're going to kick a field goal.
Oh, that rhymes.
So, again, sometimes he makes a good throw and sometimes he just doesn't. Especially on the right side, which I feel like is interesting. I had a good, interesting comment from somebody about throwing to the right side on those breaking routes. We're going to have to do something like this, maybe. Okay. I didn't know what to expect there. So we got some points. So we're up 18. We're up 3 scores.
Hawaii.
Probably should have been up a few more points there, but that's okay.
Here's the kick.
That will go like that. Let's go to... We're going to go too high man, 4-3.
And a tailback didn't get the job done in the first half. And I think it's safe to say that's a big reason.
If I was them, I'd go to their running back. I just couldn't get around the guy. That's a good stop, though. He only got 4 yards. I'm okay with that.
It's going to be a long day for this offense.
Personally,
We'll stick with the same thing.
the offensive coordinator needs to get back to
They're calling that play.
more plays that put the ball
Or
in
from
the
that formation.
Give this kid more opportunities, and
He didn't get the first, so it's 3rd and 1. They'll probably go to a really big set, and they will. I'm going to stick with 2 high man, though. We'll stick with 4-3. The 4-4 does not have a good
when they've got
cover 2.
for over 1,000 yards. This impact tailback would love nothing more than to have the ball in his hands.
Yeah, just a huge gaping hole right there.
And down he goes.
Good stop.
They get a nice game.
He got the first, but that's fine. At least he didn't break 100 tackles.
He mentioned that he wanted
Looks like they're going back to the same formation again.
that he may have some success. Well, they had some
But as you can tell, they seem to be dedicated just to handing him the ball off.
They hand it off again.
I held containment, forced him inside,
There's an injury down there.
and my defensive tackle is hurt. Now, this doesn't... he's injured. We're actually out of defensive tackles. We're down to like 2. So I need to be careful. The problem is they're going to continue to run the ball. So here's what I can try. We're going to try a 3-4. I think they're going to blitz this thing to no win because this is 3-4 is going to be kind of tough.
Nebraska goes with the ace set here.
I'm going to just try to contain like this, like that, because we're just really low on defensive tackles at the moment. That helped a little bit. Let's try back to the 4-3.
The defense will try to
I'm learning to stop the run without having to put 8 guys in the box every time.
linebacker shift over a little.
Not big. I don't know why he shifted like that. There's a big hole.
They'll run for the
Oh, good stop. Oh, he got the first, though. Just enough.
What's interesting about that short
It's taken them forever to get down the field, though, so let's give our defensive tackles a break. Miller is out 12 weeks. Wow, our defense is getting decimated with injuries. So you look here. We're literally out of defensive tackles. Our best guy is out. He's the true freshman. We got one guy. We literally have 2 left, and we're down to just a bunch of defensive ends that can't do it. Oh, my gosh. Just a bad ordeal. Thank the Lord we got 3-4 defensive ends to sit back here, even though they can't handle it.
Nebraska comes out with an I formation.
I'll try to contain as best I can.
Hands it off.
Ah, here we go.
He can scoop.
There we go. There we go. That's what worries me right there. So, unfortunately, we just can't go 4-3 a lot right now. I can go back and forth on him, maybe, just to give a defensive tackle a break. But now our true freshman defensive tackle is out for the year,
I formation here.
which stinks.
Lucky. The ball carrier.
Get a stop. Oh, I had him right there.
They'll bring him down. They go with a run.
So let's go back to the 3-4. There's no good cover 2 man. See, this cover 2 man has this linebacker out in coverage, but we don't really want that.
Player at running back is in the zone right now.
Maybe I can do something like this. Sack, Al. What a play, Al. Great play. Look at this. I was able to get around the left guard. I was expecting to run, so I spin to the right or the correct side, but it went play action. What a play. This defensive play of the game right there. Huge. I'm going to go back and see if I can hit a... This may be my thumbnail. We can do something like this. That may be a good thumbnail right there. 3rd and 7. Oh, that's huge. Can we... We'll go cloud out of nickel. And then right after this play, if they convert, we will go back to the 3-4 just to give our defense tackles a break, because we already got one guy in there that doesn't need to be in there. That's a touchdown. Yeah, that's a good throw. By far his best throw of the day. So now we need to think about running clock. That corner had no chance on that one. It just so that I'm not upset over that play. That was just a good throw. Right over the shoulder. That's where it needed to be. So we got a minute 20. We're going to be up 11. But we need to start thinking about running clock. That means we can run the ball a little bit, but we can also... Oh my gosh, what's that kicker doing? He shanked it to no win again. Wow, I thought he was a good kicker. That's so odd.
Washington and Murphy back to return. He kicks it.
Let's get back on offense.
Washington has it at the 5.
His speed, man, I'm here to tell you.
First play of this drive.
The dude's quick. We are on the right hash. Let's go triangle.
They'll get the ball.
Man nickel. I have to stick with this. We can do something like this.
Warriors come out in the
We got a better matchup with Grant. But they're going to cover 1.
looks, throws this one out to the
Good throw. To Davis, first down.
steps and makes the catch. What do you think of that catch, coach?
2nd and 10. We can try halfback angle. We're going zone 4-3. We're going to run clock right here.
Hawaii.
No reason not to at this point. This will go to Larson or to Davis. About the only zone beaters you need for this play. Looks like we're going to go over the Davis, just pick up some yards. And he's hurt. What in the world? I got guys dropping left and right. So that moves everybody over 1.
Tough athlete. I think we'll see him back in this game.
We'll see how badly he's hurt. And we'll work off of that. So they're going zone nickel here. We'll stick with a throw. I was thinking about running it.
Shotgun.
This will go to Washington or Best. Now we got, again, Grant is on one side. Rackley is on the other. So the 2 outside slots are for our big guys. Oh, good throw. Right where it needed to be. I probably didn't need a juke there, but that's okay. First down, we stayed inbounds.
Just gone over 4,000 yards passing on the year, guys.
Let's go tight end delay. Zone 4-3. I'm going to let that one go. We're just going to go to the 4th quarter. This is an okay zone beater of a play, but it works even better if it's man. Against man, I should say. If we can somehow get a touchdown here, continue to run some clock, I think we're going to be okay. So let's go back to the same play, tight end delay. We're going man 4-3. Now, what I want to do is, they're going cover 0. And Grant is... We're going to have Rankley do that just because I think that's impact safety or impact linebacker is going to be on Grant. So we'll just go to Rankley. Can he get underneath it? Oh, good defense. The wind, you notice it picked it up. It came back a little bit. So it's 2nd and 10. I am going to go corners. Davis is coming back. Good. So it's man dime. What I think I'm going to do is run the ball. Now, this is a... yeah, let's just run the ball. I'm okay with that. The clock has stopped, so we can go ahead and snap it. Wow. Scruggs. Stay in bounds. Ended up getting a good run out of it. Got the first down as well. So we are on the right hash. On the 22. Let's go tight end streaks. They're going man. This is going to go to Grant or to Washington. We're going to run some clock. Seems like a good idea to do so. They go cover 0. Just, nope, they're going to go cover 1. We're in the middle of the field, but we're not exactly, what am I going to call here? It's 2nd and 5, so it's not that big of a deal, but I'm going to go back to corners, though. We're back to the spot where we can get a touchdown with one of those corner routes, but they are going zone, so that's not going to happen. I think what I may do is go back to a run here. I just feel like that's what I need to do. So we got numbers to the left. We're going to continue to run clock. Let's see if I can sneak in, maybe get a first down. This is the drive of the game right here. Run a ton of clock and perhaps get a touchdown. Good play right there. Great play. Pick up the first down. So where are we? We're on the 10. I am going to take a chance on something. I'm going to go with the wide receiver reverse option. They're going zone, so this may not work. I probably should have went with the running version of it instead of the passing. Doesn't really matter per se, but I'm just going to just do a little surprise run of this. Didn't get a whole lot out of it. We could probably got a good touchdown if it was man, but that's okay. On the 6-yard line. Let's go curls. Man dime. I know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to have Grant and Rankley pick, and we're going to go to Larson. Now, that impact guy is going to be on him. I wish slants would work better in this game against man. Otherwise, I'd be hitting a lot of slants, but they don't. It is what it is. Maybe that guy can get picked here. I'm going to have to throw this super hard, and he's going to make a good play. Yeah, that's good defense. So where are we? On the 6. Let's go. We are up 12. Let's go curl read. Zone dime. I'm going to run the ball. We can throw it to Grant on the far side, but we don't really have to. I'm just going to run to the right. And if we don't get a touchdown, we'll just kick a field goal. Good defense. Linebacker came right on through. I'm just going to go ahead and kick a field goal. Now, I may miss this one because we got really weird wind and we're at a weird angle. If that was the case, I probably should just ran to the left on that last play. Get closer to the center of the field. But this should be a chip shot for us, so we're going to let this clock roll. Get us down to a couple of seconds. Good deal. I couldn't ask for anything better other than a touchdown, of course. But now we're up 15, and we took up almost a full quarter. Did anybody see that? 4 minutes and 27 seconds off that clock. So there's a minute 50 to go. I'm expecting a bunch of passing going forward. So we're going to call a ton of zone. This time, I call the wrong play. We'll stick with it. It's a cover 3. Hopefully they don't beat this cover 3 too badly. Just not the best throw. 2nd and 10. They're going Let's go quarters out of nickel. Since I went 3-4 last time, we should be okay with defensive tackle for now. But again, you notice it's just a big drop-off for us. Looks like we're running a 4-3, but we are not. Ooh, he's open right over here. Good throw. That was a shot over there. Just a flat route. Got a first down. Ah, man, we'll go back to quarters.
It'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
The defense comes up tight on the coverage.
Maybe I can pick one off here or something.
Back to throw. He steps up, looks, missed tackle.
Somebody get to him. I wasn't paying attention. I guess somebody got the sack.
Is the
I was too focused on defending that other guy on the other end. Going with the run. That's fine, but watch him get some yards out of this. Just because of that guy right there. Good stop. Good deal. 3rd and 6. I almost want to call a timeout myself. I am going to go cover 3 out of 3-4 just because our defensive tackle situation is really bad.
high formation here.
Can I get...
Drops back. Steps up, looking.
Oh, he's got all day to throw. Make a play. Interception by arguably maybe the best cornerback in the country. I mean, he's a finalist for the award after all. And that's game over. We just upset the number 3 team in the country. I just now realized that. That's huge. That guy has been so great for us this season. Making plays on that left side. So let's run from ace normal. We never do this, but we got the tight ends to kind of do it. So let's go ahead and do that. They're spreading out. I'm going with the basic slam. Somebody came through, but we was able to break the tackle. We're going to go offensive line. Let's just go back to slam.
2nd and 4. Ball on the 24-yard line.
2nd and 4, they're going to call their timeout, so we're going to keep running it like normal until we can go to the victory formation.
They hand it off. Here he goes.
Ah.
And down he goes.
First down, that should do it. They got one more timeout left, so we can call one more run. Let's do dive from ace spread, ace nickel. And I know exactly what they're going to call right here.
Has 4 receivers lined up here. Scruggs.
Just don't fumble it.
With a takedown. Nebraska.
So 2nd and 7, 46 seconds. That should do it. If I call another, yes, I think we are okay. So we can go to the victory formation. I just didn't do my math
2nd and 7. Ball on the 34-yard line.
quick enough. We'll take a knee.
Defense lines up with 6 DB.
And we should be able to do one more, and that'll be it. Oh, okay. So I hope you enjoyed all that. That was, wow, just a good game for us. We played solid on both sides of the ball
6 DBs in the lineup.
and was able to get a huge victory. Just imagine if we didn't get beat by Fresno State. We would be competing for a national championship this year. We honestly could have. Now, this is going to really shoot us up in the rankings. So make sure you stay to the end of the video. We got the weekly wrap-up. Again, that's replacing the halftime show. I will not be posting highlights of a game. I just didn't have enough time for it. I may not do that every game, every video anyways. I may do it every other. I don't know. It's just, that's a very time-consuming process for me to do one. And I was only going to do probably just one instead of two every time. We'll see how that goes. Huge game, 27-12. Arguably our biggest win of the Dynasty, and just in terms of going up against really good competition. Let's check out some stats. They should look fairly impressive. Let's go to stat and scores. 377 yards to their 196. We shut down their run game. I'm here to tell you, I've been getting some great advice on being able to stop the run with only having to have 7 guys in the box. It's just going really well. So thank you, Paul, for that. But looking here, our passing game done great. We didn't have any bad mistakes. They had 3 sacks. I know we had the 2 turnovers, but the wind helped out that situation there. Then the other play was just a freak accident play. Go back to our third down. 37-33. Neither team done well in that department. The rest of that doesn't say a whole lot to me. Let's go to individual stats. What helped that Harrison Beck really struggled. He just didn't have a good game at all. He had one perfect throw in the end zone, but that was it. So Gronke done his thing, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. I don't know how that's going to help or hurt his Heisman chances. The 2 touchdowns didn't help, but he did break the all-time record. I think he broke the school record that Chang had. Rushing, we had a bunch of guys rush the ball. I wasn't expecting that. Scruggs, Cox, Washington, Larson, Gronke. Of course, those are off the sacks, I guess. Receiving, Davis had a big game. Good for him. Good bounce back off the Fresno State game was just horrid for him. But 2 touchdowns, 109 yards. Washington had a good game. Grant just didn't get to do a whole lot. It just didn't work out, but they had some good matchups against us. They had that impact linebacker on him on a couple of deep ball plays. I avoided Grant in those situations. So I'd maybe go to Rackley or to Davis. Thankfully, it all worked out. Defensively, LeFew leading tackles. In tackles for loss. I'm here to tell you, this kid is a stud. What a great defender he is. Redshirt freshman, and he is just doing all kinds of great things for us. Even got a sack. That's just a great stat line for him. All right, let's get out of here, and we're going to sim the rest of this week, and we're going to look at the weekly wrap-up and go back and look at some scores, and then we'll look at who our next opponent is. I'm pretty sure it's UCLA, so we're going to go ahead and quicken this thing up a little bit, and we'll look at some scores. Again, sorry if I didn't do highlights for a game or two. I just didn't have the time for it. I do not want to save. We're going to go back. Let's go to week 13. So let's go right here, and let's go top 25. Of course, we won. Looks like Maryland, USC got the win. Texas won. Iowa, Virginia. Just looking for upsets. This is Arizona. Wow, look at this game. That would have probably been the game of the week. I could have done highlights there, but I'm sorry. I just didn't get around to it. Just didn't have the time. Alabama won. Looks like that was Iowa State. It's 25th in the country, and they're 5-5. Makes a lot of sense. Michigan is having a great season, 10-1. Looks like they're heading to the BCS championship game. They are done unless they got another game left. Ohio State's usually their last game of the season. So Purdue, Miami won, Florida, and Georgia and Auburn look like to be a pretty good game. Auburn beat Georgia. Now they're 8-3. Now we can look at the conference if I can get to it. There we go. The conference. None of this matters anymore. We have won. Boise State got beat again, so we have like a 2-game lead over everybody in the conference. Except for Fresno State. I guess they just had the 2 losses. So we could go back, and our next game coming up is UCLA. They're 3-7. I thought they were ranked. I'm pretty sure I scheduled them as a ranked team. But they're having just an absolutely awful season. We got more talent than they do. Hey, Pac-10, invite me. You need me in your conference. So we'll see what we can do against UCLA. So come on back. We'll take on the Bruins, and I'll talk to you later.